Hey K-pop fans! I usually talk more about dramas, but as an ARMY, I couldn't help but bring this video, because many BTS fans may have seen some news about them in the past few days and not fully understood, because they're there on the military service, and the media is bringing up their names, making this dispute between Hybe versus Ador about them. I brought this video because I think it's important for the entire fandom to be aware of what's happening and what these articles are about. To start, let's summarize the Hybe versus Ador case because I think everyone must already know what happened, but in case someone hasn't heard, there's a huge feud going on, a dispute between Jin, who is the CEO of the company Ador, a subsidiary of Hybe, and the group Hybe. Meaning Hybe owns Ador. I won't go into details because explaining that would need an entire video, but in summary, it's about power struggle and involves a lot of money, so it's not just a verbal feud but has taken on immense proportions, and is under investigation. And the company of the boys from BTS, which is Big Hit, is also part of the Hybe group. So when this confusion exploded, we kind of already expected that at some point BTS's name would be involved, because we know that anything involving Hybe, people find a way to bring up BTS's name, and that's what happened. Amidst all this confusion, they started to suffer attacks and accusations, which began to gain a lot of space in the Korean media, conveniently serving as a way to take some of the focus away from what's happening between Hybe and Ador. And the main topic that's taking over the headlines is speculation about the theft of creative concepts for concept photos and manipulation of sales figures for the promotion of the album, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, released in 2015. In a simpler way to explain this manipulation of sales charts, it would be the practice of illegal marketing by a company, where it uses the tactic of buying many albums from their artists to claim that the album sold a lot. Where did this story come from? This is an old story being revived. This case supposedly happened in 2015 and came to light in 2017 when Big Hit itself initiated legal proceedings because it was being blackmailed. The blackmailer's identity was not revealed. At the time, articles referred to him as Mr. A. And Mr. A was the CEO of a contracting company, and HWO was anonymously blackmailing a Big Hit employee, threatening to expose this alleged illegal marketing in exchange for money. His company was going through financial difficulties, so he decided to try to raise money this way, demanding the sum of 330 million won, which is approximately $291,000. In simpler terms, Big Hit had hired Mr. A's company for marketing services in 2015, and then in 2017, this company's representative began asking for money in exchange for silence. At the time of the incident, it was explained that the employee who received these threatening emails started giving money to Mr. A on his own initiative, doing so 8 times, until Big Hit became aware of the situation and began legal proceedings. Big Hit released a statement at the time, saying that the documents of illegal marketing mentioned by the CEO were completely unilateral claims. They said the following: Big Hit has nothing to hide, so as soon as we became aware of the situation, we filed a report with the police and actively cooperated with the investigations. Regarding the 57 million won, approximately $50,200, that was transferred to Mr. A, Big Hit explained the following at the time: the money transferred to A was the inevitable result of a personal attempt by the responsible employee of Big Hit to protect our artists. The agency itself never gave money to the blackmailer. In another statement, Big Hit also said, the marketing activities mentioned in the extortion threats of the criminal were just his own claims, and what he calls unconventional marketing was, in fact, standard online viral marketing. Mr. A's claims have no connection to the advertising and promotional contracts he had with our company. The financial damages were inadvertently incurred during attempts to protect the image of the artists. As victims of the threats, we immediately reported and actively participated in the investigative procedures. So, this case happened in 2017 and went to trial, resulting in Mr. A being sentenced to 1 year in prison for the blackmail. And Big Hit consistently maintained its position that what they contracted was not an illegal marketing service, but rather standard marketing. Now, what's happening is that this past issue has been dug up again, and there's a flood of articles emerging around it, putting BTS in the spotlight with themes that attempt to tarnish the boys' image and question the credibility of their success, as if their success was something fabricated or bought. What we've been sensing through the comments from Korean armies is that the situation has indeed gained traction there, and the media is really using it. Amidst all this, we've had more recent information that the Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism of Korea has ordered an investigation into this alleged illegal marketing. The Ministry of Culture stated that they received a petition to investigate because BTS's agency was blackmailed for chart manipulation practices and paid the blackmailer in 2017. The case will be handed over to the Korea Creative Content Agency, which is responsible for all genres of popular culture in Korea. They will conduct a thorough investigation and demand a response from Hybe. In addition to the petition requesting the investigation, another petition was sent to the Ministry of Culture, requesting that Cultural Merit Order bestowed by the Minister of Culture, Sports, and Tourism to BTS be revoked if the allegation proves to be true. And what we can comment on all of this is that regardless of the outcome of the investigation, it's certain that the members of the BTS group are not involved in the marketing strategies taken by the company. The case is against the company, not against the group. So why are they attacking BTS? Because there's no denying the talent of the boys. It's clear that they have a lot of talent to sustain the success they achieve. So much so that the South Korean government itself uses BTS's image to its advantage. The boys have already been to the UN to represent the country. They've done free shows to campaign for the Busan exhibition, campaigns and advertisements for the South Korean army, among many other occasions. So they have a very important role in the country's image. Would they have achieved all this space if they weren't deserving artists? And seeing how much they contribute to the government, would it be fair to take away this cultural merit? And now about what Hybe did regarding all of this. They released a statement on Weverse saying that they will sue everyone who is defaming the BTS members. There was nothing more visible. Hybe did not come out publicly as many fans expected to defend the group because they are indeed being targeted by the media. And of course, this has outraged all the army, and Korean fans organized protests to question Hybe's management of the group's career. You know those LED trucks that are trendy in K-pop fan protests? Well, the protest had those trucks, flower crowns, and even a statement circulated in the local press, aimed at pressuring the company to take effective initiatives to protect BTS's rights. They forget that fans support BTS and not the company. And of course, this demand would be made by the army, who would never stand by quietly while their idols face injustice. But what could be the reason for Hybe not making a clearer defense in favor of BTS? Could it be because it's distracting people and diverting attention from the serious problem Hybe is facing against Min Hee-jin, CEO of Ador? This was one of the questions raised. The saddest part of this is that the boys are in the military, and there's not much they can do. They can't even try to defend themselves, and they can't even go live to talk to the fans and give their opinion. What is hoped for is that all of this will be clarified soon, and if it is discovered that there was something illegal on the part of the company, that it does not affect the boys in the BTS group. That would be unfair. By the way, we don't want any group under Hybe management to be harmed. In this video, we talk specifically about BTS, but there are other groups involved in this confusion. Seeing something of this magnitude is very disheartening for K-pop fans. I tried to summarize so the video wouldn't get too long, but of course, if you feel like any information is missing, feel free to add it here in the comments. I know it's a delicate subject, one that might even divide opinions, but I also invite you to share your point of view in the comments. Big hug, and see you in the next videos.